Welcome to MJ Sailing. We're Matt and Jessica, a couple that left Michigan for the nomadic lifestyle 7 years ago. Recently, we refitted an aluminum boat to sail to the Arctic and explore some of the more remote areas of the planet. Thanks for joining the adventure.
Might be a little overcast and actually getting kind of windy today, a little chilly, but we are super excited because we are checking off another one of our bucket list items for Norway, and we are going to go down the Geiranger Fjord, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it has the Seven Sisters waterfall at the end. But because it's one of those fjords that goes just so far into the country, we won't be able to make it there in one day. Last night we dropped anchor just outside the town of Ålesund. Picture perfect little anchorage when the sky got dark, which is actually doing now, getting pitch black out. You could see the twinkling lights of the city off in the distance. So we just raised anchor and we're about to head 40 miles today to our next anchorage, which is going to be like halfway down the fjord, and then tomorrow we'll finish the remaining 30. But we're expecting it to be absolutely gorgeous. We've seen so many pictures, gotten so many recommendations of this is a spot that we have to go see. So we're really pumped for that, but we need to start the day properly, get ourselves really pumped and caffeinated, and get some coffee.
Does that make you nervous? You're yawning? Yeah. Girl. Coffee, coffee, coffee!
Coffee!
Yes. So my eyes are starting to open up a little bit more than they were. Little slits earlier. So kind of excited about this. I've done zero research on the fjord. Jess has been telling me about it. She showed me a little video and some photos. It looks incredible. So I am a blank slate, pretty much. Go down it, I'll be awed, I'm sure, we'll see. But we did, I guess, drive down some of it before when we had the car rental. So some of it will look apparently a little familiar, but everything else will be a natural reaction because I haven't seen anything on it. So this will be authentic reaction. This will be authentic oohs and ahs. Yeah, there you go.
Sometimes everything just gets hard. Sometimes everything just gets harder. Feeling like I'm missing some parts. They just keep on getting much darker. Even when I'm down in the lower, I remember what you were saying.
Well, here is the frustration of trying to sail among the fjords and why we are stuck motoring all the time. Well, actually, we started off going to the west, south, and now we've gone east around this big, basically mountain here. The actual wind is coming from this direction. When we left our anchorage this morning, we had the wind directly at our bow. We've sailed, again, or motored south. Wind was at our bow the entire time, right over the bow. We have now gone east this far. The wind has been directly over the bow. So we've been head into the wind the entire time. We've now done basically a 180 from where we started, and the wind has been against us the entire time. We put more engine hours on in the past basically month than we have in 7 years, I think, of sailing. It's been extremely frustrating with that aspect. Obviously the views are totally worth it, but I hate to run the engine more than we have to, and this has been kind of trying my patience in that.
We've had the opportunity for just a few minutes to do motor sailing. The way that the winds funnel down through these big fjords is they always happen to be on your nose. Of course, why wouldn't they? So as we're kind of intersecting with another fjord, the wind was coming out of that direction stronger. And so we put the staysail out for a little bit, still have the engine on just to give it a little extra oomph, but it's probably not going to be too much longer once we get up here that we're going to lose that wind and have to roll it in. But it's nice while it lasts, and just look how gorgeous all of this is. Does Matt have anything to say back there?
It's beautiful!
It is so beautiful.
Well, we've made half the trip today. And now we are on a free mooring. Which
It's completely confusing. I've never seen one like this before, where we think you tie off to the top of it. There's no pendant coming off like a normal mooring buoy that we've seen before. I think we have it right. So we just kind of tie it off. Luckily, there's no wind.
so far.
Then we really don't expect anything real below tonight. And you can get it for one day. If we were going to be here for a longer time, we would take the anchor off as well, because the anchor, as you can see, most likely will chafe the lines that are leading to it. But it's okay. For the night, it's fine. And no wind night.
Ooh, think about the stuff we planned. How I'd rather do that instead. I keep screaming out loud from the top of my lungs, baby.
Leaving our mooring in the morning, we rounded the bend into what could only be called waterfall territory. Every cliff's peak above our head seemed to have some force of water coming down, anywhere from a trickle to a burst. And if we hadn't even neared the good parts yet, according to our map, we were going to be in for a real treat today.
Sorry, I was looking all sexy with my tacos.
Breakfast burritos.
My breakfast taco burrito thingies.
Look at that, we've got the sun coming back out for just a second. I have finished I finished cooking our tasty lunch of breakfast burritos with hash browns, eggs, and cheese. And we are surrounded by waterfalls. So, life is pretty good. We can tell exactly where the waterfalls are located on our charts because there always seem to be a few boats hanging out there. So right now we are back here. We've got like a cruise ship sightseeing type boat passing by us right now. But there are also a few others taking in the sights, and in just a little bit that's going to be us too.
With this deep of water. water, I expected it to just be a dark blue, not this greenish,
Really
teal hue to it. Oh.
We think we may have gotten our first views of the Seven Sisters waterfall. There's something, where'd it go? Back here that seems to be pretty big and powerful, and a couple of boats have passed it by, although I think it might be like the ferry or tour boats that just go up and down. So very excited if it is, and if it's not, I mean, can you imagine something even better than that? So I'm about to get a bottle of wine ready, do a nice little toast, and if we had the time, I'm sure we'd just be like puttering up and down this all day long, because everywhere you look is a waterfall. It's gorgeous. I just did a check on our maps, and it turns out that what we're seeing ahead is not actually the Seven Sisters waterfall. It's on the other side of the river, so it's going to be even more grand than that, which is just unbelievable. Everything here is so unreal. Oh my god, these waterfalls are unreal. They're so beautiful. If you want to hear some real first world problems, while we're cruising our boats down like one of the most gorgeous fjords in Norway, now I have a dual waterfall situation, and I don't know what side of the fjord to hug. Came around a little bend. There's an amazing one off to port side. There's too many waterfalls. I don't know what to do. I'm pretty sure I'm going to crash this boat pretty soon because I can't keep my eyes forward. I don't know which way to look.
Luckily, they're both in my vision right now, but once we get up to it, then it's, do I just keep spinning around? Is that the appropriate response?
That's right, be impressed. It's impressive. I don't even know what to say. Wow, that was just amazing. And the fact that we can get so close to it on our boat on the water, just the sound and like even the smells. It smells so fresh. There's all these like piney scents from the trees and the fresh water. Oh my gosh, I could live here. And supposedly around the next bend is Seven Sisters, so.
It turns out the spellbinding Seven Sisters waterfall we had been waiting to come up on was actually the duller side of our dual waterfall battle. There just wasn't much water running this day to keep it at full force, and we unknowingly passed right by it. Which, although we weren't short on beautiful sights, goes to show that not everything in life is as it appears in photos.
I have to squint.
You look like you're grimacing.
Well, Grimace, is that the name of a character from...
Focus on me. There we go. Circle around there, and
Which wasn't doing its job?
yeah, the drone didn't follow us like it's supposed to, but
There's a house up there.
there's a few.
Oh,